Yeah.
That thing moves.
Yeah.
That, yeah. The Last Minute Man. We are back on the range. I'm with my good buddy, Mr. Obvious. Mr. Obvious, what are we talking about today?
Oh, we're talking about this little box right here. This is a Escort BullTac.
Yep. This thing, I guess the future is now. It looks like something out of Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
And we're going to open this up here and take a look. And we've already unboxed it. But this thing is kind of neat looking. Mr. Obvious, tell me about this thing.
Well, I kind of like the looks of it. I've seen some reviews other guys has done on it, and seems to work out real well. They shoot slugs at 100 yards, ringing steel 12-inch steel plates. I'm like, it's pretty accurate. Pretty neat little feller. Yeah. So
it looks like I said, it looks like something out of Starship Troopers. It's just cool looking.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what can you say? He got a really good deal on it. Sold over there at Bud's Guns, and yeah,
it's smooth
action.
Oh, it's smooth.
You know, we have not shot it yet.
No.
So you guys are seeing our first shots as we do it. I'm not even sure if I know how to manipulate this thing correctly yet, but we're gonna get out here and you'll see all the follies along with us. But the question is, can you get a budget shotgun that looks cool and actually works?
That's the question.
Let's see. We're going to find out today, so stick with us. All right there, Mr. Obvious. So we're going to start out with this thing. Now, this is a bullpup, so everything loads in from the back, right?
Uh-huh.
And how many rounds does this thing hold?
I think it holds 5.
All right. Well, we're counting them off. That's 2, 3, and this is just a bird shot here.
Yeah, just little bird shot. 4, 5. Yep, holds 5.
Holds 5. So 5 plus 1, right?
Yep, 5.
But anyway, we're gonna get out here and just kind of cycle it, see how she does with the bird shot, and then go from there. We got a lot of different things to test. So you got your antenna set up here. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, I just built that thing. So.
Yeah, that's so we can communicate with aliens or something, I guess. Well,
like that.
Yeah, you need to with that space gun. All right, well, let's get out here. He's just gonna wrap off some rounds. Let's see how this baby cycles.
Yeah, we just shoot into the field there.
Yeah, just shoot at that 100-yard target. Kind of get you used to it.
This. I like that.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, yeah, the controls are really nicely put there.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. Safety. Yep. Cool. I don't know which is on and off, but I'll find out. You ready?
Yes, sir.
All righty.
Wow. It looks like that action's working quick for you.
Yeah. Smooth, fast.
He made it look like a semi-auto. And it's feeding just perfect.
In the same spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at where it's throwing them.
Oh, it's smooth. You want to try it?
Yes, sir, I do. We'll move.
All righty.
All right, I cannot fire them as fast as Mr. Obvious can, but I will shoot it as quick as I can, okay?
All right, let her roll.
All right, we ready?
Yep, ready.
Safety's off. Here we go. That's like, you got to have rhythm, and I just don't have it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, cycle's fine.
Yeah. First time it's ever been fired, so.
Yeah, pretty sweet, you know.
So far, I'm liking it.
All right. All right, so what we're going to do here now is take some 3-inch Magnum loads, and I'm going to put a 3-inch Magnum, a 2 3/4, and another 3-inch, and that way you can see the difference in recoil.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we'll see how she'll cycle in between them and how she holds up.
There you go.
3-inch.
I'd say
shot.
It'll probably only hold 4 of them 3-inch.
Yeah, probably. But we'll go ahead. I'm just shooting off into the field here so the folks can see how this punishes me. So, all right, step on up here, Mr. Obvious. That way, you can catch the brass as it comes out. All right, here we go.
Not.
All right, we ready?
We're ready. We see the
Make sure
recoil.
my ears are in good. All right, here we go. That thing moves.
Yeah.
That, yeah. And she cycles fine.
Yeah. So far, so good.
You're next.
Not. My shoulders is old and weak and brittle.
Oh, right there, Mr. Obvious. So what is next?
I think we'll do a buckshot. Yeah. We're going to do a regular shot, and we're going to do a buckshot.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's double aught. Yeah, double aught buck.
It's the good stuff. It's green and yellow box.
Yeah. So we're going to shoot one of them. And
We're going to see how we pattern.
We'll do it about 7 or 10 steps.
Okay.
At that target to see what this barrel kind of patterns like.
Okay. So you can see what happens from the bedside.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So let's step a little closer just so people can see, like from a bedroom stance, 15 feet, what it's doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
now let's see how it patterns, because you'll hear a lot of people say a shotgun doesn't spread at this distance.
Yeah.
So you're doing buckshot first?
No. We got the
Bird shot?
bird shot first.
Okay. Put that in the bottom.
I'll shoot that at the bottom.
All right. Here we go.
Ready?
All right. Now I'll go down there and go ahead and do the buckshot at the top. Yowzers. All right. Let's walk down here and look. Okay. Now that was pretty close, as you can see. And either one of them, the guy would not be happy. But show people, put your hand up there next to that spread, just so you can see. That's the size of your hand, folks. And that's, a good 15 feet away.
Yeah.
So yeah, when people say these things don't spread, that's kind of a pet peeve of mine, and I show this every time we do shotgun videos, because you'll hear so many people say it's no different than shooting a regular bullet, and
that's got about a 15-inch spread on it. Yeah.
Right. And again, that's bird shot. Okay, so I mean the guy ain't gonna be happy if you hit him with that. But that double-aught buck, man, you were gonna mess somebody up.
Yeah.
And clearly that is better than a single projectile, considering what you're doing with it.
Yeah. This thing is shooting low. I'm gonna raise it up some here.
All right, let's put some slugs in it and go out there at that 100-yard, and let's be optimistic and see if we can shoot it. All right, Mr. Obvious, so what are we loading up with?
You see a big old, we call them pumpkin balls here in Kentucky. So it's slugs. It's 1,600 feet per second. That's
Winchester Super X.
Yep.
All right, he's going to put a couple in it, and I guess I will too. And we're just going to offhand shoot. This is just out of the box. You raised the rear side a little bit. He said it was shooting a little low.
Yeah, it looked like it.
But this will be 100 yards, and let's see how she does here.
I'm going to put one on that target right there. Kind of
just close, just see how it does?
See where we're at.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Oh, I can't shoot next to this tank, can I?
Oh, yeah, I don't even know how we've survived this long, Mr. Obvious.
No, I'll step
It's a good thing somebody told us that. Thanks, guys.
Shoot at that hole right
Looking
there.
out for our safety. What was that, Mr. Obvious?
I'm going to shoot at that hole, a buckshot in the middle where that wad went through it.
You got it. I'm watching you.
I can't remember which way the safety's at. That's red, so that's fire, I guess. Okay, you ready? Way low.
All right. So the wad went high, and the slug went right. Actually, the wad and the slug are right next to each other.
I can stick my finger through that hole.
I mean, that's a
Here's the
perfect
wad.
hole for the. Let's raise that rear side up.
Yeah.
Take it up quite a bit there, Mr. Obvious. And we'll start putting shots on the target out there.
I think
Okay, so he's got that raised all the way up, as high as that sight will go. And he's going to go ahead and fire at the 100-yard, and I'd say aim at his head there, Mr. Obvious.
Yeah. Watch for the dust. Ready?
You got it.
Safety off. See what she does.
I have no idea where you hit.
Neither.
I think you overshot
Probably. Could be.
it.
I need a 10-foot target at that distance.
All right. Well, I'll try it once and see where I do. All right. This may be an exercise of futility, but I'm going to just aim dead center. Mr. Obvious brought the sight down a hair. I think he overshot. But like you said, watch for the dust. Let's see if I even hit.
If we can see it,
Close.
Dust.
All right. We ready?
Yep. We've had some rain, so you might not get much dust, but we'll see.
All right. We're going to see if I can do it.
Couldn't see where it hit.
Have no idea. So, yeah, like you said, we need about a 10-foot target to kind of get it zeroed. But the good thing is it's cycling everything we feed it.
Yeah.
And it definitely will tenderize meat. I can promise you that. So, yeah, this thing, I like it so far.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay, so I'm going to just aim right in the middle of where the buckshot pattern is and see where I hit. But I'm just going to aim dead center there. All right, here we go, Mr. Obvious.
All righty.
Woo! And it's shooting low.
Yeah, hit it right beside where I hit.
Yeah. So there you go with the patterning. But let's do a cut shell. See what it does.
A what?
A cut shell.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right. So this is what we're talking about when we say cut shell. It is a shell that is cut. And basically the whole thing's going to hold together and shoot like a slug.
Supposedly.
Just load it right in. Now what I will tell you is when you're doing cut shells, they are not going to cycle. So let's see how this thing handles it.
Safety off. Okay, we're going to
Here we go.
shoot right in the middle of the hole. I'm going to raise this all the way back up again. Okay, ready?
Yes, sir. And again, it hit way low again. But yeah, you can see that's what happens when you shoot a cut shell. And it didn't eject, did it?
No.
All right.
It won't eject the shorties.
No. And we are back with our after action report. And what do we have to report today, Mr. Obvious?
Report we're shooting low.
It's shooting way low.
Yeah.
Now, all in all, I have to give this this here shotgun a B+. I mean, that's my personal opinion. And I'll go into my reasons for that. But you go ahead and tell me what you think there, Mr. Obvious.
Well, I like it. There's just a lot of features. I mean, it feels good. It's balanced good.
Yes, sir.
You know, it cycles great. We had no malfunctions with it. And I love the trigger here to release it.
Love it.
And it's just smooth.
And show them the safety and everything is easy to get to.
Yep, it's got a crossbolt safety. Just push it.
It's what you would call ambidextrous.
Yeah.
So it is easy to get to.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. Can you switch the feed on that? I don't think you can.
No.
Where it exits. So it is a right-handed operation there. So if you go left-handed, you're going to be getting hot shells into your shirt or whatever. You might want to button it up high.
Yeah. So one thing we did lose on it. See where they done the upgrade on this.
Yeah.
You know where these pins don't roll
No.
out? It's got this plastic cap and holds
You'll
that
have
in
to
there.
explain all this. I purposefully did not watch anybody else's video on this. I wanted to come into this with fresh eyes, knowing nothing about it.
Yeah.
And I told Mr. Obvious that he's had this now since, I guess, the 4th of July.
Yeah.
And we just now are getting around to reviewing it. But I purposefully would not watch any other review on this. So what you're explaining to me here, explain to them at home.
Okay, they had a problem working this. This is all plastic, so they drove pins in here to hold your slide.
Your action
into
bars.
that. So the action bars. So then they was walking out on people. So they made this cap that goes in that locks it on.
Gotcha.
So they put one on each side, and if you notice, this side's missing.
Oh,
So we have lost it out there somewhere.
So I'll take it up to the camera and show the
Yep,
folks.
and we'll have to see if we can go find that cap. If not, I'll have to probably call them and get one sent.
Okay, here we go. So, here's what Mr. Obvious is talking about. You got dual action bars and you've got a pin here. On that side, you see the pin. And on the reverse side, you see a cap over the pin. So we're missing that cap.
Yeah.
All right.
So if we're lucky, we can find it out there. We didn't go too far, but in grass, you know how it is.
All right. Now, I'm gonna talk seriously about this as a real home defense weapon. Could you? I think sure. Yeah. This actually wouldn't be bad. The sights are off on it. I mean, there's really no remedy for that because you cannot lower the front sight, and we've taken the rear sight up as high as we can get it. So without removing this cool looking handle here,
Yeah.
you really can't fix that. I know they do make them. It looks like standard flip up sights that you'll see, like an AR style flip up sights. You can get them with that as well, and it doesn't have this high rise here.
Yep.
But
Sling, and this comes with tools.
does that
and
show?
This is a cap. You can take that flash hider off and put just a cap on it.
thread protector.
Yep. Thread protector. So they got this Picatinny rail that goes on it right here.
So you could mount a red dot.
So you could probably, if you have to put a red dot on it, to be able to probably get it elevated more than where it's at.
But honestly, it's a shotgun, folks. I mean, I'm not going to take this deer hunting. You know, that's just me.
Yeah.
You know, could you? Sure, I guess. You know, for us, it's not really shooting accurate as far as that's concerned. But yeah, if you put a red dot on it, you will remedy that. Some things I really like about it. I do like where the release is on the pump. All the controls are easily accessible. I love that. I love how compact it is. You know, I mean, this is just a standard, 18-inch barrel that you get with any short shotgun. But, you know, like my double barrel is a lot longer than this.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just nice. It's compact. And you want to talk about a good truck gun, something like that, throw in your side-by-side. I think this thing is pretty cool. You do have some quick detach sling mounts here. A big negative for me, and you saw it when I shot it a couple times. And I'm not the world's foremost expert on shotguns or anything, folks. I like them, I use them, but right here on the pump, it's very slick, okay? Very slick. So that came out of my hands a few times. When you're trying to work the action quickly, your hand slides off of it, or at least mine does, and I'm not even really sweating that hard or anything out here. So I would put grip tape on this. You know, just something like that, you know, some sandpaper tape, throw that on there. I think that would fix that, for me at least. That would help a lot. Do be careful when you're operating this, because if you come forward, now it does have a slight stop here, but you can get out in front of that. See what I'm saying? So if you're not paying attention to what you're doing, if you do that and accidents happen, your hand gets in front of that, you just lost your hand, folks. So you don't want that to happen. So like I said, grip tape I think will remedy that. I didn't have a problem with short stroking it though.
No.
I mean, just where everything was, the accessibility, like I said, of everything, and working that action, it's very easy, especially for somebody like me that's not, like I said, a great, you know, skeet shooter or something like that. You know, I don't shoot a lot of clays, that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, I can, with a little practice, I could operate this pretty rapidly. It's got an excellent trigger. I do like the grip on the handle. I mean, I really like this. And for its price point, you're under $220 for this?
Yeah, somewhere, it's according to where you get it.
Yeah.
220, 250, things is going up, so who knows?
Yeah, I can tell you, for its price point, it is cool. And I think, you know, I mean, can I say that this is the end-all, be-all on reliability? No, I can't. I mean, we haven't been out here and really tortured it or anything like that. But, like I said, good truck gun, good gun for your side-by-side on the farm or something, you know. I do think it's good for all that. Good bedside gun even. Kicks like a mule. It's a shotgun.
Yeah.
You know, so like I said, it tenderizes meat really good.
Yeah, especially them 3-inch mags.
Yeah. Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, these ain't bad. 2 3-inch mags in it. It's slugs and buckshot wasn't bad on me, but them 3-inch mags now.
But if you're going to shoot this a lot, you're going to teach yourself some bad habits, and you will, because you're going to. Even I'm not recoil shy, and I'm flinching when I shoot this because it's going to make you do that. So if you're shooting one of these a lot, you will develop a flinch.
Yeah.
You know. So I'll say that. Like I said, you will teach yourself bad habits.
Yeah.
So take that into consideration. Do I like this better than, my Mossberg 590? No. I don't.
No.
I don't. I think it is, and its price point, again,
Yeah.
kind of hard to beat. But, again, the Mossberg Mavericks that they make, that's a really good shotgun. I mean, and again, you're at that same kind of price point, that 220 range in there, and a little more familiar feeling, I guess, more aftermarket stuff for it. I would suppose. Okay,
Yeah.
so, but yeah, this is cool though. I mean,
Yeah,
what else can you say? It is cool.
Cool looking.
I wouldn't get rid of it. Wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating oats, but
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a Picatinny on each side to put your flashlight on or a laser, and it's a pretty neat little setup.
It would work very good as a home defense weapon, I do believe. And I'd like to put more rounds through it, get out here. And of course, folks, shooting ain't cheap. We shoot a lot, and shotgun shells have gotten out of sight.
Oh,
man.
gosh. Yeah,
It's
ridiculous.
$15 used to buy me 100 rounds,
Yep.
of bird shot, and it ain't the case no more,
No.
And heck, I remember when they were like $5
Yeah.
for 100 rounds. But dating myself a little bit, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I do like it. I like it. These are made in Turkey, I believe. So
made in Turkey.
So consider that, and I'm talking politics here. I don't personally like the politics of Turkey. I just don't like purchasing things from there. But that's me. Is it a fine weapon? I think so.
For what it is.
Yeah.
For the dollar amount, it's a fine weapon.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
We'll torment it some more and see how it holds up.
Yeah, and we'll keep you up to date on it.
Yeah, we lost one piece. We're gonna go find it and
We'll see if we
put
can't
that
find
back
it.
on there. And, yeah, but what it is, what it is.
All right, anything to add, Mr. Round?
It's like a PSE, parts scattered everywhere.
There you go. There you go. And we survived shooting next to the LP tank.
Yeah.
And again, appreciate whoever that was looking out. Just what a good fella. Us poor dumb hillbillies, man. We just don't know any better. We never check gas lines. Don't know what gas smells like. Nothing. If you hear a hissing sound or you smell an odor, probably don't shoot next to it. Okay?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, these things drive down the interstate, folks.
Yeah.
If you're really that concerned, don't get down the wheel of a car. We're Americans. We don't scare easy. So anyway, with that, everybody, remember, keep your knives sharp, keep your powder dry.
Subscribe to Last Minute Man. Watch us on
Rumble! He said, good luck finding that. Dreams really do come true.
Yeah. You know what? He's the only guy I know can find 54-leaf clovers in 10 minutes.
All right.
We got
there
it.
you go. Sweet.
Put it back on.